Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. You know it's good, or bad, when I'm talking to you from the main menu, here in the middle, or at this case at the very end of this playlist. We have had a few things which have transpired, which have made recording this last bit difficult, and I want to talk about one or two other things. And I figured I'd do that here, before we get going with the final episode, before we actually start it. If you guys don't care about me prattling on about a few random things in regards to this game and or potentially others, I'll make sure this part's segmented so you can skip it by just in the slider up here on YouTube, or clicking the timestamp that'll be in the description of this video. Otherwise, hey everyone. So I apologize for the delay in this last part. This is my 4th time recording this part. So, before I explain why that occurred, I explain what's making this part a little tricky for me. So, first off, to get into that, thank you for letting me know that the widescreen resolution I use to record the game at doesn't necessarily translate well into videos for those people watching who do not have such a wide screen as I do. I have a 3440 by 1440p resolution I can support here. That's my native resolution for the monitor I'm using here. And I had always assumed that if you go on the YouTube and you click on the resolution option there, that it will kind of trim it for you, or crop it, to make sure it looks nice for you guys all the same. And generally people like watching videos at the highest resolution that people can support when they upload them. So I thought I was doing the right thing. And maybe I am for some people, but apparently it doesn't quite look the way I think it should look to those people who are watching it up here on YouTube. So the request has come in that maybe lower the resolution a little bit. So to that end, this video is indeed being recorded at a lower resolution. We're playing at 1920 by 1080p. I am playing full screen because I'm having issues even when I try to record the game in windowed mode. And we're going to get into that in a few more seconds. So, but hopefully everything will come out well for this one, and thank you guys for letting me know. And viewers, I don't do what I do because, because I want, how to describe this? I always assume I'm doing the best thing here, and if I'm not, I need to know. It's one of the reasons why when I began recording this playlist, I asked how the darkness levels were. Because I know that, for me, I'll see everything fine. For you guys, you won't or might not. So tell me if the darkness level was too dark. And you guys did. If ever there's anything for my videos that is odd or awkward, tell me. Odds are I've either forgotten something, my computer updated and I didn't realize it and something odd is happening, like my resolution got reset or my volume levels are wrong all of a sudden, and I was lazy and didn't check the video. Or I just don't know what your guys' preferences are. And while I'm sure 3440 by is good for some people, myself, it's not good for others. And although, well, there's a choice to be made there, let's say what I decide to do, I don't think anyone would mind if I record a game like this at a lower resolution as long as it's not 360p. So that's why we're doing it this way. Now, I've learned a few things that have required me to record this game again and again and again. Number one, I can't record this game in windowed mode. So, you guys haven't noticed it, but if I go to my options here, this brightness level, I have to set this every time by popping up this menu and clicking apply to get the level brighter. The game loads with all my current options, but not the brightness level. The moment I hit apply, it goes full screen. I was hoping I could find a way to maybe circumvent this, but I recorded the first 20 minutes of a video in windowed mode, and the darkness levels were just intolerable. It was too dark. No one would see anything. So that's not going to work. So I cut the video, went back and set the brightness level again by doing the thing up here in the GUI, and then recorded the rest. But the issue, viewer, is that when I hit apply, it takes the game from windowed mode and puts it into full screen. I have no option for windowed mode in this options. And apparently, trying to splice this game together after putting a break in it is extremely painful. You guys do not know the length of time. Like, I was trying to spend, how long did it take? An hour and a half, 2 hours? Trying to fix the audio, because there's audio tearing which happens. What happens on screen suddenly no longer matches the audio, and it's a lot of work to get that to rematch up again. With hours worth of work. And I decide, no, I'm not going to sit here and try to get each frame to match up correctly, because I had to do it like 3 or 4 times, because I had to cut the video 3 or 4 times as we played through it. So, no, well, I'm just going to reshoot it. Well, viewer, it's crashed now 2 other times at the same location. The sad part is I can't break this part off to a separate video. It has to be in the same video as the rest of these, or this has to be uploaded as a separate video. So, if this crashes again, no one's going to see this video. I'm going to make a separate one of these and upload it to the channel to explain what on earth is going on with Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, and then we'll record the rest of it. Probably at 3440. We're going to have to set the resolution back to the normal resolution, I think. Remember again, viewer, that I am using a mod to play this game. Without the mod installed, I could not play Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. It would not run for me. Because the resolution, something with the resolution of the game and my graphics card or something of the sort, won't run. Not at all. So keep that in mind as well. So, thus, this is my 4th time trying to do this. Now, as such, I've beaten the game. I've beaten the game once, so I know what happens now. This makes it awkward for me to record the game. But we'll talk about that when we get in the game proper, because we do have to do a summary, so I'll do that there. Alright, so that's enough of the babbling. Now let's go ahead and start the game. Been a while. So basically, summary, I know no one cares. I care. I'm the only one who cares. Lower the resolution. Forgot to set the darkness level via the apply. Noticed it about 15-20 minutes into the game. Fixed it. Issues because I split this video. I don't believe I've split the video up before. Hours worth of time trying to fix the audio visual tearing. Too frustrating. Reshoot the video. Deleted all the old ones. Game's now crashing at a certain point. Probably will crash at the same spot. Hopefully it won't. Let's get going. Alright, so, hey guys, if you skipped the babble, welcome back to some more Let's Play Dark Messiah Might and Magic. In the last episode, we snuck/fought through the remainder of Stonehelm up above us to get into the necropolis, with Percy holding open a grate or cutlass. So let's slide on through a river, or a small river / stream? Aqueduct, reservoir, I don't know what you would call it, to get into the necropolis. It is guarded, as we had anticipated, by the remaining forces of Arantir, looking to guard his back as he performs a ritual to bind our father forever in the abyss, or wherever prison it is that he is currently held to. We are here to stop him from doing that. Not because we're going to free our father, but because we intend to use the Skull of Shadows in a similar way that Arantir is going to. Only because we are the son of the Demon Lord, we can do it without the necessary sacrifice that Arantir requires to do it. And Arantir's material component to cast this spell is the thousands of souls located up in Stonehelm. Ours is just doing it without any type of payment. It's just a verbal somatic components for us. I think it helped that we had a cute girl persuade us that we're doing the right thing. And of course we purged Zana from our soul 2 episodes ago or so too. Here's our current statistics. We have 8 skill points, so I'm going to go ahead and level our endurance up again. A bunch of food to make up for that, and viewer, I think that's probably good. Oh, that's right, let's look at our stats really quick so you guys can see. We are not going to get more than a handful of more points, by the way, viewers, so this is effectively our build. That's about it. Now, let's make sure I'm happy with what I have on my hotbar. Okay, that's probably pretty good. We also, so we have 9 full health potions. We also have 10 magic mushrooms, which are also full health potions. So 19 of those total. We are not likely to run into trouble unless Arantir proves difficult. Now, if you did skip the little prattle part, one more thing to talk about, like 1 more minute, and then we're good to go. Viewer, I've had problems recording this game, and I made it to the end and beat Arantir, so I am aware of the rest of the level. So it would feel weird for me to pretend I don't know what's coming up. So it's such a shame too, because I got a few good guesses in as to what was going to happen, but now it's far too late. So I'm not going to try to speculate. I already know what's there, and I don't like lying or feeling fake if I can avoid it. But we will still talk about other random stuff as we play. So to that end, viewer, just be aware, I know what's coming up in its totality. So I'm sorry. I wish I could have experienced this part blind, but it's now not possible. I think these are the souls being spent by Arantir, or maybe these are just ghosts or spirits just running around the necropolis where they're at home. It's never explained what these things are. The whispering there reminds me of the haunts from Thief, when they're not in aggressive mode. I've heard, actually, recently, like, I was looking at a few videos about the game and who made it and how it was designed and so on, because the dungeon levels here, viewer, are fantastic. Like, the feel and the atmosphere for this, it's amazing. And apparently, some of the Thief developers worked on the game, which is why we have this lightness gem, and probably why the ambiance for the game is so perfect. Hey, stop that. Feel quite different if you didn't bathe yourself in the fountain, because you would not have access to the Dragonbone weapons, and you probably couldn't use the Dragonbone sword you found, even assuming you took it early on. Alright, we have a trap here. That trap is not a trap that was set. It's not like it's a mechanical trap, like a pit trap that opens up under you, or something like spears fly out. That's just us realizing that that's unstable. That probably falls down into the abyss. I'm never gonna get tired, viewer, of using weapons that have a fall off for their ammunition and being so good at using them. Well, he's not going to investigate though, and that is a undead Cyclops. I was hoping they saw me. At least the Cyclops did. It is awkward. I must have shifted slightly and ended up in the light. friend, I need you to face the other way. No, he doesn't care. He wants to come up this way. Alright, this is not gonna work. So, how do we do this? I guess we kill it, viewer. This is such a shame, man. I snuck past all of them the very first time. Poor guy, what the heck is happening to him? Oh! Man, he really made sure he was dramatic about it. He really tried to keep that eye in his skull. Okay, well, it didn't work out in the end for him. So, we can't make this jump. That is too far. And trying to get on that, we still won't make that jump. Or I suspect we will not be able to. So we need to cross that crevasse in a different way. I'm not quite sure of the... Well, I am 100% sure about the validity of the crap, why can't I think of the name of this? Of the ledge, there we go. Ledge, that's what I'm looking for. That's up there. We can try making it to it. But we can't make that jump. The slight angle will prevent us from actually grabbing onto it. But here... Whoa! There's some wooden beams we can use. Oh, nice. 2 full health potions. Kind of makes up for the ones we used. Stuff like this makes me wonder if they remade the original Thief today, kept everything the same except the graphics engine. God, it would look so good. It still looks good with all the HD mods and definition packs and TFX and stuff like that you can run. And the new Dark is pretty good too. I suppose you can knock this free to help you against the Cyclops. We just tanked through it. We did use both our Sanctuary scrolls as well to do so. No! Oh, thank God! My momentum! My momentum! Almost killed us there. This wall looks like it should be destroyed, but there's no way for us to do so. The statue looks like it should be able to be pushed or pulled to collapse into it, but we'll see that that's not going to be the case. I spent about 10 minutes trying to figure out how to break that wall, only for me to realize I'm being stupid. I guess that is a good thing about reshooting this. It will save us some time. Oh, that's a shame. That looks a bit buggy. It just vanished. Buddy, you just saw your friend die to a sniper. This is not the time to go out there. I think it's the old-fashioned way, viewer. Actually, we can just ignore him. Forget him. He can stay guarded there. Proper thing to do is just leave him there. Who cares? He can't make it back over on this side. The music in this area, or the ambiance, reminds me of Amnesia Returns. Amnesia Dark Descent. There's a little bit here where you hear type of sound. There it is. And there was a level in it, the library, like the third stage in Amnesia. The first where the piano was, and the first time you would see one of the collectors, but you wouldn't fight it there, or it had to seek. Well, fight's the wrong term to use for Amnesia, but sneak past it there, and it reminds me of that. That was a great. Once again, the ambience for that game was fantastic. Great sound there too, very creepy. And our fine traps has certainly proved useful. I'm assuming that all of these shoot fire or spears out at you. It saved us from so many traps. And I like how they do the fine traps in this game. Stand still for a few seconds to let your character, like, look around and see where he finds them. Planescape Torment did something like this, and Underrail did something like this too. Well, that's awkward. Got my foot caught on the side of the stairs there. It's a very thiefy trap too. Reminds me of down the Bone Horde. There's a chest or two where you open them and spears or fireballs were flung from things near them. I don't like being this exposed. We have a passage there. Nothing above us. 3 Ilcids. One's in aggressive mode. He might have seen us leap across here, but he cannot make the jump up here. I still think that the Thief, Deadly Shadows, did the lockpicks the best. I like the minigame for that. Followed closely by the Standard Thief and the Thief of Metal Age lockpick game, just swapping lockpicks. Really liked how they did that. I see no wood to help us get down here, so we're probably supposed to clamber down. The crypts we saw here. That looks like a red barrel to me. Maybe it's an explosive. Let's watch where this guy goes. None of them are in aggressive mode any longer. Screw you, game. Screw you and your rock. This ground's gonna make more sound. The magic mushroom, but I'd rather just avoid fighting if I can. There is no reason why we just can't kill them. We have enough supplies to do so. But I do feel, since we're playing a thiefy type of Sarith, it's more thematic for us to not do that. Especially now that we have all the tools necessary to avoid doing so. Sits. Shouldn't see very many black guards around any longer. This game came out before Amnesia, didn't it? Or was it roughly the same time? Before. Amnesia came out in like 2012? This was 2008, if I recall. Let's see where this guy patrols. If he goes to the left, then we'll go down here to the right. And I know he already goes to the left. So we're just gonna wait till he does so.
I see my son has laid his mark upon you. You have my thanks for his freedom. Errantir's shackles are undone. I shall help you to deal with this fool who has dared treat the souls of my heirs as slaves. You have already been here together, the great man.
These are liches?
The offering.
These are liches, Tim. You should be using your...
Let him see.
Nice, good.
It is unusual.
Oh, that guy kept us alive. I think he healed us once or twice, too. I did that much better the first time around. This is where the game crashed, also, 2 other times. Okay, so that's promising. I'm not intending to ever use Flame Arrow, but we got nothing else to spend the points on. This putting 2 more points in melee combat doesn't actually help us at all. Sometimes an arrow to their face doesn't kill them. That's super awkward for both of us when that's the case. Well, he's about to bring one more soul with him to the Asha's dominion. Now, to do something that I've always wanted to do in a game like this, but I don't do, because I play Garrett, not Styx in most of the games that I'm playing. I want the corpse to be visible. He might have seen us as well. He did.
time has come.
Well, this didn't... Oh! He doesn't actually know where I am in here. He knows I'm here, but not where I am, because I was fighting in the darkness the whole time. That kind of worked. I'll take it. Sorry, I need you. I heard footsteps. I will assume someone's walking around. Ah, good fun. Good family fun. I hear another more footsteps. It's an Ilcid. We definitely want to get behind him to kill him. Is. It's got to go that way for us to do it. Oh, couldn't find him. Probably left. Which is a smart. Smart? I suppose it's a correct thing to do if you're playing like a thief who doesn't want to fight you. But we do want to fight him. Or kill him at least. We'll wait to see if he goes down the stairs there. And if he does, we'll get him. Lamantian the Healer, his crypt succor those of pure heart. If we were wounded, we can probably get healed here, but I'd feel a little weird going in there, possibly releasing a guardian or something. So, like the last time, I will skip it. We don't really need to be healed anyway, if there is healing in there. We have 11 full health, 11 magic mushrooms, 11 health potions. 11, 11, 11.
was that?
Oh, it's a blackguard.
Don't move, buddy.
I missed. I tried kicking him, but that didn't work either. The one blackguard. The last one. The almost last one.
Halt, defiler!
You're the ones robbing the crypts and tombs of people. You're the defilers. I'm just walking down here. I'm trying to stop Arantir from doing more defiling. Oh, that was interesting. Where is he going? Yep, we're going to go get our corpse. Well, not our corpse. A corpse. The corpse that belongs to me? No, wait. How to phrase this correctly? This is too much. We didn't even need it. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? He's probably like leaving his praise the sun symbol on the wall there, huh? The invader was right behind you, sir. An antidote, a mana potion. Oh, it looks so painful. What happened to his spine? Holy crap, poor guy. I mean, he was dead before that happened to him, though, so I suppose that's okay. Alright, viewer. This is it. We're not using magic, Tim. You said you weren't. Don't. There's no reason to, anyway. Maybe if we hadn't released the soul of Istvan, this area itself would be crawling with more undead. There is nothing here. Feels like there should be an arena battle of some sort, but nothing's seen us.
There it is. The Skull of Shadows. It's our last hope. We must take it back. Don't let it corrupt you, Seraph. Fight its lure. Arantir cannot vanquish the two of us.
Alright, let's do it, Liana. Although, we're gonna leave her up here, because I don't want to, and I don't need to risk her life here. Let's get a good look at what we're dealing with. So that must be the portal he's going to come out of. He's working on sealing it. Just stay here, Liana. We won't need you. How are we looking, Tim? As ready as I'm gonna be. 2 rings of the Phoenix if I'm unable to hit my healing in time. This is freeze. Wasn't the spell I meant to cast. Turn around, sir. I hate you so much. He's not turning around. So he's not seeing anybody. So he's just walking up to us. Yes, go get him! Get him!
Die. Shall take thee.
Watch your language, sir. I get behind you? It's over for you if I get behind you.
Death, take it. Yeah.
Well, I meant to step. Yes!
I see you have grown considerably since our last discussion. But you have her to help you. So in the interest of fair play, I shall also summon an ally.
Oh, she's taking damage from something!
We come to this. My centuries of effort and your scant 2 decades
Liana, stop being
as a demonic delicacy. Ironic. No.
Stop being mesmerized by that.
Try to understand demon spawn. Mage or necromancer, life or death, these are 2 sides of the same coin. But demons, the magics of Urgash and chaos, they are pure destruction, the negation of all that exists. And you, the ultimate abomination of 2 souls, 2 hearts, 2 heads. 1 foot here and 1 in hell. I will never permit you to open that door. Your accursed father must remain in his prison, and only the sacrifice of the souls of Stonehelm can guarantee this. Unless, of course, you think you can stop me.
I do, actually. So I learned the hard way that the dragon is dangerous. As long as you keep moving, he has a hard time. Yeah, there we go. Hitting you.
There are none left who can seal away your father. You have beaten me and murdered the world.
No! We'll find a way to avoid his prophecies of doom and death.
My son, you have become even more than I had hoped. Ah, the blood that shall flow, the fires that shall rage. Bring me the skull.
The world hangs in the balance, my love. Take the skull quickly. The portal's weakening. Together we can heal the wounds of this war.
Alright, viewer, we have a choice to make. We put the...
Don't be afraid. No power exists that would dare to defy us. There would be no evil we could not overcome.
10 centuries shall the fortress stand, walls of spirit wrapped in walls of fire. And horned lords shall bow their heads to one not yet born of the darkest sire. 1 century of blood and strife. The moon shall darken and none know why. The resting place at last is found of the 7th who soared so high.
Traitor! You've grown as weak as your mother! Curse you and Isabel for failing me!
Have strength, Zareth! Use some of mine if you must! Ah! Hurry!
Enough! Let the work begun by the 7th dragon be finished, here today, by my hand.
I shall hunt you when the cur that you are, you and your pretty friend! Remember that I am ancient and patient. One day I will be free, and I will teach you the full measure of agony!
From greed or fear he will decide the chained one is left alone. The relic's power yet untapped, and Ashan's fate still yet unknown.
Alright everyone, and that wraps it up. Holy crap! The first time I fought Aaron, so talk about Arantir. The first time I fought Arantir, it was actually quite complicated. I killed his 2 ads, then danced around that entire arena, exchanging ranged attacks and melee attacks with him. I then fought the dragon and hid behind a pillar while lobbing arrows at it. It was quite lengthy, though. Eventually, I just gave up on that part with the dragon and just ran out there, and I realized that as long as you keep moving, he can't really hit you. So that made that a bit easier. But then I thought I put the skull in the wrong thing. I thought I was supposed to bring it to the pyramid to actually do the good ending and not use it at the altar. So before the last cutscene played, I just reloaded the game, apologized for doing the wrong thing, and did the whole thing over again. And the second time, I charmed the Ilcid. He ran up to Arantir. I killed the Necromancer en route, got behind Arantir, and accidentally backstabbed him. I didn't realize you could actually backstab Arantir, and it kills him immediately. I was like, oh, what the heck? Wow. Good times. I like the boss battle there. It's not too difficult, which I like, but I feel like the dragon was a bit much. If you didn't have any ranged weaponry, I don't know how you're defeating the dragon. I guess you're waiting for it to swoop down on you. I also think the dragon, instead of breathing lightning, should breathe poison on you instead. It would add more of a emphasis to take the poison resistance skill and possibly use your antidotes in the final battle. Anyway, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching. So, I guess a very quick summary / review. Graphics look amazing. I think they're fantastic. They still look good to me in 2025. So almost 20 years later, I think, is when this game came out. 2008, I think. Looks great. Absolutely love it. But then again, I do play Commodore 64 games, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask for what I think about the graphics of a game, because I still think Commodore games look amazing to this day. Sound was fantastic, perfect. Atmosphere was great. I like the music in some areas too, but nothing I can remember music-wise, but the ambience, absolutely perfect. The story was a bit silly, but it's acceptable. Not the worst I've had. The voice acting was good as well. I liked all the characters in the game. I liked the orcs the best and the goblins second best. I thought they were both good. I like both girls, Zana and Liana, as our allies, I suppose I should call them. I do wonder how things play out differently, because so you get there's different matches you get. So I guess it's Zana or Liana, and then you actually turn in the skull or don't turn in the skull. Probably slightly different cutscenes, which I like that. I like those characters too. I liked Zana very much. If I was playing an archer class, I'd probably use her transformation whenever melee would break out as well. So, again, sorry, I'm babbling. Alright, so, balance-wise, it felt pretty good. Some of the skills, though, I think are too expensive. A critical hit shouldn't be so expensive. And by the time you're able to use the Naga Silk Sword, you've already found weapons that are better than it. So I don't see why you would take it. I know there's a few rebalance mods out there, so if I play the game again, I won't record it though, but I will definitely try some of those mods to see what it feels like. I've heard that on the consoles, there's no level up system, that you choose a class, and you just get skills as you level that class up, and things grant experience points for you to that end. That's an interesting change. Replayability, it's got a good amount of it, I think, and so much that you can play different types of characters. Maybe even try some sort of challenge builds. I'd be curious if there's like a combat staff type of build out there. Maybe I'll play the game as a friar my next time through. Anything else? Controls felt good. The only initial gotcha is that you have more range on your weapons than you think you should have. Once you realize that, combat becomes a lot easier for you. It is a bit awkward, I suppose, in some instances where it feels like it is supposed to be a combat-heavy game, so even if you pick a thiefy character, you're still fighting or killing everything, for the most part. This final stage, though, was nice. I do like final levels, which are more of like an obstacle course or gauntlet than a standard level, as it were. So, it reminds me of like the Thief the Dark Project or Thief Gold final level, where it's just a straight run to the boss, effectively, and you have to use all your tools necessary to do it. Although, well, to be fair, I guess I have no real preference, but I do like it when they do that sort of thing to test how good you are at using all the skills that you possess, as opposed to just dumping you in just with a boss battle right at the very end, which we still had here. So we still have to do some fighting at the very end. So it's like Underrail, I suppose, where you can potentially play a non-combat character, but you better be able to fight or deal with combats when they come up, because you're not going to play a passive character all the way through. At least not without any type of combat utility present either. Anything else? I can't think of anything, so thank you guys for watching. Playing games like this, as I've mentioned many times now, makes you want to play other types of dungeon games. Raphael Perry mentioned Monomyth, so maybe I'll give that a look. It is early access, though, so I won't record an early access game. I generally don't want to play early access games because I want to wait until they're out of early access and play it when the developers think it's finished. Of course, there's some that have done that which are a letdown. But at the very least, I want to wait till the game is done. I own a few games that never left early access, like, what was it? Psycho no Satoka, I think is what it was. Man, I'm waiting for that game to be released. It was fantastic 4 years ago. I have an early access version of it. Not a single patch in 4 years, so I think that game's dead. And there's a few games like it I possess. It never got a patch, so I stopped buying early access games some time ago. Does make me want to play Thief. I've heard there's another fan-made Thief expansion or something of the sort, which is really great for the first Thief game, or second Thief game, using the New Dark or something. Maybe it's not New Dark, maybe it's Dromid or something. So maybe we'll play that coming up. Or Ultima Underworld. I've never played Ultima Underworld 2. If I was going to do that, though, I would feel compelled to play Ultima 7 first. And I've never beaten that game either. So maybe those would be fun ones to play. I can't think of any other real dungeon crawly games. They made so few of them. You'd think there'd be more of them, but most are like FPSs, like Doom or what have you. There's nothing wrong with those, but I want like I'm a wizard or a cleric or something. Hexen. The Hexen game is a decent one. I own several games which are like Hexen, but they feel more like they're a shooty game, like an FPS game. Even Hexen felt, well, not really Hexen, because some of the classes were melee, or had melee options too, like the warrior, what have you. I've heard they did a complete, like, not a complete, but like a remaster version of Hexen or Hexen 2. Never did play Hexen 2. I'll try that one. It's a fast-paced game, I think. Give it a go. I'm sure I own a few more games that would probably fit the bill, too. And good times. Oh, and of course, there's Arx Fatalis, which I can see the influences of Arx Fatalis on Arcane in this game, too. The The walking's the same. The Ilcids are... they're not called Ilcids here, they're called Vampire Knights, but they were Ilcids in the first game. They were heavily armored, looked like they were slow, and suddenly they were right up in your face, extremely fast, incredible amounts of damage with their massive two-handed axes. That'd be a good one, I think, to play through too. Maybe we'll do that one. I never did beat that game either. So one of the reasons I record these games, viewers, is to encourage me to actually finish the games I play. I always feel more compelled to finish the games, assuming I have been uploading them to YouTube. It hasn't worked all the time. There are a few games that I had never finished that I thought about restarting over again, and then wrapping them up. I've got Sacrifice, Dragon Age Origins. I meant to replay the game again, and I think maybe I could restart that from scratch. I'm no interest in any of the new Dragon Ages. Like, Dragon Age Origins is the only one that they made, as far as I'm concerned. But I could play that one. Hand of Fate was another game I never finished. Started and then didn't end it. It began to get a bit too much, Hand of Fate, if I recall correctly. Maybe there's probably some mods or patches for it by now. And I own the second one of those, but never finished it. Or played it, actually, not at all. Ooh, I could hear snow plows out front. Today's December 12th, I think? It's a Sunday, and we got about 2 inches of snow on the ground out here in New Jersey. Very rare for us to get snow so early in the winter. Normally, we don't start getting storms until the end of January, early February. All right, guys. Well, that does it. Thank you guys all for watching. Hope it was fun. And maybe I will see you in the next game, whatever that is. Take care, everyone, and thanks again.